Hello my friends, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel and welcome to my craft room. This is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming and I'm here to share some Saturday bundles with you. So I've been doing this, every Saturday, bringing you some bundles that I put in my Etsy shop. So when you see this video, they will be in my Etsy shop. And this is a second video because if you started watching the first one, sorry about that. It wasn't, the camera angle wasn't right and I just couldn't let it go. So I'm sorry I had to do another one. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so yeah, I just couldn't let that go. So anyway, another quick one. This one will be quicker anyway, so I think I'm going to run through these really quick, not do as much talking. I got to get some stuff in the mail, so yeah, let's look at the first one. So this is a neutral bundle. I kind of just thought of this week and decided to go ahead and get it together. I've got a pretty little blingy, this has sweet sequins on it, the little tie closure here. And then I have, in the listings, it has how many pieces, and I'll have this video linked. And so anyway, there's some doily pieces in here. About 5, I think. Is it 5? 4? Yeah, all these pieces right here that I have cut from doilies. And these are kind of, ecru colored or whatever. They're not white. Anything white you can, of course, coffee dye if you want to. I've got a few white pieces in here. But those are nice for slow stitching or whatever you want to do. Glue them down on something. This is some Battenberg lace, a big long strip of it here. Yep, I just decided to go ahead, and not cut this up and just put it in one bundle. Nice big pieces. So that's a pretty piece of white Battenberg. This is some other trim I cut off of something like a tablecloth or something. Really pretty kind of eyelet looking, and it's this kind of, I don't know if I coffee dyed this or not. I might have, but anyway, whatever however it got to this color, it's really beautiful. So, and it's a whole big long thing. It's like the corner here. Here's the corner, and then it turns. So a nice long piece of that. And let me fold that back up real quick. And then this is a, I had a doily or something, maybe I don't think it was a tablecloth, maybe a table runner even, with a bunch of these doilies. And this is the last one of this one. So just, you can see the size of it kind of in my hand here, about 5-6 inches across maybe. So really pretty one there. And this is another doily that I kind of cut. This is the center of it. Like I cut off the outside here. I always try to cut it best I can without, messing things up. So I think it's really pretty, and I didn't want to cut it any further than that. So I left that whole round piece there. The next thing is 2 collars, lace collars, and this has never been opened. Looks pretty old, but I don't know how, there's no date on here or anything. This is 1 pair right here, little label. And there's 2 of these pretty lace, very delicate looking white lace collars. And yeah, just really pretty. I guess it's a collar. I mean, I'm calling it a collar. I guess it's a collar. And then this is a piece of tablecloth, ecru colored. Yeah, there are 2 of those collars. I said a collar, but it's 2 collars. And then this pretty piece of a tablecloth here is like the fabric part, and then this pretty part here. So you can cut this out if you wanted to, and then even cut these little squares out. So very nice piece there. Nice little pretty hanky here, very delicate here, the fabric part. And then here is this, I think this might be tatting. It's very delicate tatting though. It's a very thin thread that was used here on this edge, and just really delicate and pretty. And that's white, pretty much vintage white. And then here's just a linen piece that was from something that I cut up. So nice and handy. That's doubled over, so you got twice that much. And then this is another trim piece with, let me show you. It's really pretty, like cut out kind of decoration on it here, or pattern. See that? It's like this is like flowers, kind of like embroidery on here around the flower and the cutout pieces. And then on the edge is this pretty crochet lace. So you could cut that off there. and it's a nice, very long piece here. And you can cut that crochet off, and you can coffee dye it, of course. Anything white, like I said, you can coffee dye if you want to. And then here's a piece. This was a dress, so I had cut it out, this part that I wanted, and it has this delicate, like almost like a honeycomb pattern here, with like a netting in between, and then these flowers. So you could actually fussy cut out these flowers if you wanted to too. And those would be pretty to glue down on something, you know, the flowers, or for slow stitching, you know, all that kind of stuff. So let me fold that back up and we'll get to the next bundle. I've got 3. So that is one. Put that over here in my chair beside me. And then, okay, so the next one is a little vintage sheets bundle. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow, and I'll show you what I did in my craft room with some vintage sheets tomorrow in my reorganization update video. So in this bundle, I have a wooden ruler, really pretty one. It's not perfect. It's got a little damage right here where the metal actually is sticking out, but it's so cute. I love wooden rulers. I had to go ahead and pick it up and add it to this bundle. They're really cute. If you have a little collection of rulers, that's a nice one to add. And then a piece of a doily here, this edging, very pretty crochet or whatever. And then here's the sheet. So I'm not going to unfold them too much. They're all pretty much fat quarter. Every one is a good size, but here are the patterns. This one has like a striped blues and pink flower pattern. And this one has these pretty flowers. This one has the yellow background with the yellow golden and these pretty leaves on it. Very pretty. This one has the pinks and the butterflies and different flowers. Like here's the yellow one. Here's the butterflies. Aren't they pretty? White background. And this is the lemons and limes. Lemons and limes. Let me see. Let me unfold it one more so you can see the lemons and limes. Let's see, where are they? Here we go. Here's a good picture of lemon and limes. And then, yeah, leaves and things, very fresh looking. And then this pretty one with the lavender like background, or lilac, and then the pretty flowers there. And then this is the roses. I call this one the shabby chic one. They're all kind of shabby chic though, aren't they? When you put them all together, they become very shabby chic. Believe me, that's what I did in my craft room that I'll show you tomorrow. And I was pleasantly surprised at how beautiful it turned out what I did. So I'll show you tomorrow. But here is another one. Pretty little flowers. And then here's the pattern I'm putting with this one. It's a Butterick Vintage. And you know, there's just tissue in here. There's no instructions, but yeah, really nice pattern. This is pretty much all one piece here. This part's a little tattered, but you know, you could straighten that out and glue it down on something, and it would be great. And it's really a nice, nicely aged with the distressed color here, because it probably used to be white back here, and now it's nicely distressed. So anyway, that's the second bundle. I had a lot of fun putting these together this week. And so that's the second one. Now this is more from my Thrifty Thursday goodies. So I've got, let me get the rickrack and stuff out here. So this is kind of like a regular size rickrack, if you can see it in here. These are unopened packages, so I'm not going to open them. But this is called Copen Blue. It's kind of like a royal blue. And this one's seam binding, and it's a light blue called Sapphire. And this one's red. It's a little bit bigger. See how wide it is? It's a little bit bigger than that first one. And this one's called Scarlet, so that's red. And then I have a little, oops, this one came, I had it taped in the back. But this is a little bundle of trim. So we've got this red one here. This is the one that I showed you, was it last week? Let me show you here real quick. It's got this red scallopy kind of, almost like a fringe, but it's a little trim. And then this is a little eyelet trim here, little kind of ecru colored eyelet trim. That's in there. And then this is a little zipper pouch. I included Thrifty Thursday things and some things I found when I was cleaning out, organizing last night. So yeah, I found this little pouch and I thought, well, I haven't used it. It's brand new from Your Creative Studio. I've never used it. I put it up in my closet and haven't dug it out and used it yet. So I thought I would use it in here. And it's really, really cute. And it's got this little kind of handle here. Zipper, look at that little tag there. And this little decoration is a sewing, dress form. So cute. And then in here, I loaded it up with some postage stamps. So I've got like United States kind of flags type patriotic. And then I have some others. Like I have 2 bags that I just brought home from work. I cut these off of my mail at work. So I just grabbed a bunch of patriotic ones, stuffed those in there, and then I didn't even look at them so I wouldn't be tempted to keep any of them. Some other pretty, the stamps that are not flags and stuff like that. So I just grabbed those and I leave them on the paper in case, so you have options when you leave them on the paper, like you can cut them out, or you can use it like, say, that piece with the postmark, or you maybe want to glue one down as a tab somewhere. Then you have that option of, maybe cutting one like this one here, glue it down on the side of a page, or, sew, staple, whatever, on the side of a page as a tab, or on a page, and you open it up and you can write inside. So those are 3 options I can think of right off the top of my head, and maybe you can think of more, but that is super cute. Then I have the three clue game cards that I put in here from the clue game pieces that I showed you that I brought home. And this is some clue score sheets. So I think I have 6 of these in there. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 6 of these, not written on. And so, yeah, those are fun. Balderdash, some more. I put these in my bundle last week, but there's 4 of these. These are very cool because you can use them as a whole, or they're perforated and you can, break them into 3 pieces. So very cool. And then 3 or 4 flashcards, these long skinny ones. These are double-sided, so cool. And then some invitations. 2 of those invitations I showed you, the Christmassy poinsettia ones, blank on the back. Here's the invitation part, really pretty. And I was saying you could fold them in half and do, have more options if you didn't want to leave them like this big. Fold them in half and use them for, writing spot inside and things like that. I'm sure you can think of lots of good ideas. And this is the envelope where it has the gold lining. A recipe card that I pulled out of my, I was going through little pieces last night. I was like, oh, let me put that in my bundle. Let me put this in my bundle. So this is from a little recipe book that was this size. That was like a little 6-ring binder recipe book. And this is the entrees little divider page. So lots of things you can do with something little like that. Make a pocket, or have this tab sticking out from a page where you have a little tab. So super cute. This is some cardstock that I had got some of this, I think, in Happy Mail possibly, and I've used some of it, and it's just a handy little piece of white cardstock. I put the one Raggedy, I had 2 of these Raggedy Ann books I showed you Thursday. This is the one that was in a little bit better shape, still vintage, but it has this gold seal. The other one didn't, and this one only has a little name printed very neatly there and a little name there, and then there was no other writing, but super cute, really beautiful Raggedy Ann and Andy book. So that is in there. Some of this paper from the Mist journal that I showed you, MYST. Maria's told me it was a game that her son used to play, and so I was glad to know what it was from, but it's called MYST Mist Journal, and it was just a little booklet of this type of paper that's made to look vintage and distressed. And I thought that when I picked it up, I was like, oh, that is so cool, I have to get that. So I got 4 pages in there, which is double pages, you know what I mean? So you can use them as a whole or whatever, cut them up or whatever. This is an old composition book I also took out of my closet, and you can see the little spirals here. I think those are so cute. And this brown cover, which you have on the back and the front. And then you have the old composition book pages, which are very distressed, and they all have writing on them. You know, some might be a little tattered, but I think it's really cool, and somebody could really do something cool with this. I have 2 of these, and I just put 1 in here, and it's got a date here from 1955. So, and this is called, there's written right here, Music Study Notebook. So, from 1955, and so there's very cool, very nice handwriting and music notes, and I think it's really could be enjoyable for someone, whoever might get this package. And then these are 2 of the calendar pages from the 1998 calendar I showed you on Thursday. So this is the side, of course, with the numbers, and then there's a picture on the other side. And this one has the fruit, January, and this is February, has bears. And here's the other side. And these I'm going to have to fold in half when I mail them. You know, I can't, mail them like that. So anyway, I just wanted to put that in there, put that out there real quick. But I hope you enjoyed the bundles this week. I had fun getting them together, and I'll get this video uploaded, and then if I forgot to tell you anything, I'm sure it's probably in my shop, or you can ask me in the comments too if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay tuned for my update on my reorganization of my craft room tomorrow. I'll see you then. Happy crafting.